Well, good evening, race fans. Welcome once again to Grand Bend Speedway. It's Fan Appreciation Night, so we're down here trackside with all the drivers and all the cars. Fans are down here getting some photos and checking out the Can-Ams, checking out the Huron Taxi Service late models, checking out the 9-horsepower Sprint sponsored by Home Hardware. Lots of fun to be had down here. We're going to try and catch a word maybe with a few of these drivers. We'll start maybe with Jonathan Schwemmler. He's walking away from me. The reason I'm coming to you, Jonathan, is because we filmed an interview earlier tonight. I told you it turned out. It didn't turn out. The beginning of it turned out great, but then someone fired up an engine right behind us and our microphones were not up to the task. We're going to use different ones next week. But I wanted to chat with you a little bit about the Pro Late Model program. How did you get into racing?
I got into racing through my dad was racing first. I drove late models back in the 80s and 90s, and then I started working on cast cars in 1998 and just came up through that.
And so here now you're driving the #1 at Grand Bend Speedway here in the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series. This is a growing program at Grand Bend. We've been working on it for a couple of years. This year, feel like it's got a little traction in the tires this year. We've been seeing some new drivers out, seeing some new cars. What's the view from the driver's seat?
It's pretty good, except when you're going backwards through the grass, like earlier tonight. No, we've got 5 cars out tonight. We've got another one in the shop, we've got a couple in the shop, a couple in the sea containers here. It could easily be 9 out here.
That's going to be awesome to see, you know, as we think about the late model program and the growth, you know, from 2 cars all the way possibly to 9 by the end of the season. That's something to be proud of. I know you've been working on a lot of these cars as well.
Yeah, I've been working on the 92, the 1, the 25, and the other guys have been working hard on their cars too, 67, the 77, the 99 have been working hard.
So it's safe to say at this stage we're sort of in the co-opetition version of the late models as we continue to try to grow the program.
A little bit. If they start finishing ahead of me, I'm going to stop helping them, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. That's Jonathan Schwemmler driving the #1. Look for him tonight. We'll swing on over here. We'll chat with the points leader once again, Daniel Hahn. Where did he get to? Daniel Hahn here in the 42. He's got, Philip's going to take a shot there of the fans. The fans are signing the top of the car. What's the program here?
We don't have any hero cards to give out, so we always sign the car every time he comes out. Dan comes out, he always has the people sign the car instead.
That's awesome to see. So the idea here, you don't have hero cards, but the car is like a reverse hero card, I guess, for the Hahn team.
Yeah.
Right on. So we'll swing on down here and see if we can catch a few more. Landon Moore is eating a sucker, but he's no sucker. How much fun is it driving one of these junior sprints at Grand Bend Speedway?
It's pretty fun.
So how's it going out for you this season?
It's pretty good. We've won 2 B mains and placed top 5 in the A main today. So it's been pretty good.
So you're definitely on the right track. What are you guys handing out down here? Tasty Doritos?
No, I just got a bunch from all the other people.
So these are not for the fans. These are for you, for the family later on.
Yep.
Okay. Can I take one? No, I won't. It's too hot to eat salt tonight for me, I think.
Probably.
Probably. Landon Moore in the 39 tonight. Let's come on down.
John Helton, here's your 5-minute warning, John. 5 minutes.
Yep. 5-minute call down here, folks. So if you're down trackside, we got a 5-minute call coming through. Let's chat here with some more of the Can-Ams. Darren McLennan is behind me. He drives one of the 78s. You know, I was talking to the Hahn team earlier, and even though you guys pit right beside each other, I think he listed you as #1 threat. I don't know if those were the exact words. The online stream's going to play the video in a few minutes here, but #1 threat. Are you the #1 contender?
We'll find out. I got a pile of laps here. I grew up here every weekend, micro sprints and that sort of thing. Dan's hooked up tonight, and same with James and a couple others. James running fast too, so we'll see what we got. It's going to be tough to pass, but we'll make her happen and get to the front.
Aaron McLennan in the 78 here in the Can-Ams. Lots of fun to see. Let's come in here and chat with the 77 of Jeremy Curtis. Jeremy, you know, we chatted earlier tonight when you won a go-kart race. This is not a go-kart. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, he's definitely get around here a lot quicker than a go-kart.
So you've been driving late models. You've been driving late models here with us for a number of years. What's it like getting behind the wheel of one of these? I'll just say, when I did the ride-along experience, back when we were running the ride-along experience, the word I would use for it was something to the effect of absolutely terrified. Are you terrified when you drive this, or is that just an announcer problem?
No, you got to be totally comfortable in the car when you're braking right and keep it straight.
Good luck tonight out there, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Race fans, at this time, we're going to ask you to please make your way off the track as we're getting set for our main event, leading off with the national anthem, top of the hour. If we can ask you to please start making your way off the track, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
And so again, attention to the pits. Fans who are down trackside should start on back upstairs. We're going to catch a couple last interviews with the drivers before they head up. Hannah Hamilton down here in the 7, one of our bone stock drivers, sponsored by Dock Stater Property Maintenance. How's the car working for you tonight?
Pretty good.
What's the outlook for your feature race? Main event's coming up real soon.
Just having fun.
Just having fun. What about claiming checkered flags? What about snatching victory from the other drivers?
We'll try.
We'll try. Okay. That's a good start. A good start. Anyone to thank tonight, Hannah?
I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Wilds Printing, Mighty Wipes, the Park Hill Optimist Club, Code Sure, and that's pretty much it.
Hannah Hamilton in the 7. JP, we got the trackside camera back up again. It popped out there for a moment. And so attention fans who are down trackside, if you're not directly with one of the cars, you should be heading on back up top at this time. And JP, that's our time's up down here. And so we'll throw things back on upstairs as we head towards
welcome to Grand Bend Speedway and Festival Center. Chris Orrs, John Helton getting set for the main event part of our evening. And a new format we actually started it tonight, John, kind of splitting things up. Take us through that and why.
Yeah, racing at Grand Bend Speedway starts at 5:45 p.m., so we, of course, encourage fans to come out and enjoy that. But what has changed at Grand Bend Speedway is a set start time now for the main event. So 8 o'clock p.m. is the guaranteed start time for the main event. So tonight that means the Can-Ams will be up first. We run the touring series first so that the fans who are maybe coming up from the beach get to see the main event first. And so the idea here at Grand Bend Speedway and Go-Kart Center is we're trying to attract new fans into motorsports who maybe don't know what a heat race or a feature race is and things like that, and trying to say, hey, main event, 8 o'clock, be there. You're not going to regret it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the format's going to work well because you get a good chunk of the action kind of out of the way before the main event. It's kind of like going for a multi-course dinner. You have a bunch of appetizers, and then the main entree comes your way at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and so that main entree tonight, we've got lots of great racing. The Can-Ams are going to be up first, followed by the Huron Taxi Service late models up second. The 9-horsepower Sprints are going to be up, sponsored by Home Hardware. They're going to be up third for their third 25-lap race. That's the Invitational Bone Stocks to round out the night, sponsored by Dock Stater Property Maintenance. So as we kick over to our main event here, that's what we're going to be looking at. It's an absolutely beautiful night for racing here at Grand Bend Speedway, and just looking forward to it and looking forward to walking through the night with you, Chris, and really grateful for you folks joining us at home. We really hope you enjoyed tonight's event. John Houghton down here at Grand Bend Speedway and Festival Center with none other than Justin Culver, driver of the number 50 BT tonight. Well, Justin, what's the outlook looking at for you this evening? Been out for practice yet?
Got out there once. It's a lot of fun. Tried my best to keep up with the 12-year-old jerk, Lucas. He's quite great at driving, but man, he keeps beating me. so I brought out the Nuggy-mobile today. Hopefully we can keep up.
You know, it's funny. The film crew and I, we were driving through Strathroy, and we're seeing this Nuggy building opening up. What is happening in Strathroy with this sad Nuggy stuff?
So sad Nuggy's slowly taking over the world. They've gained a new, larger store. It's another step on its path to world domination. It's a nice depressed chicken nugget. And life is sweet and sour. And today at the racetrack, it'll be sweet.
Well, that's certainly the hope tonight. Who do you think? So you mentioned certainly Lucas Chapman. He's very, very fast out there in the 78.
I like to call him a jerk. He's a great kid, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
You know,
I say it out of jealousy.
Yeah, that's really where it comes from. You're a jealous character out there.
Yeah.
But so, what is it going to take to put yourself out front tonight?
Hopefully we're pretty fast. I guess we're about even lap times with him. So starting spot and maybe trade some paint. Who knows what'll happen?
Okay, well, good night out there. Good luck out there tonight, Justin. I hope it doesn't end with you being a sad Nuggy. Maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
I'm sad no matter what.
John out down here in the pits with Justin Culver. He's not going to be a sad Nuggy. He's going to be a happy. It's going to be a fun night. In the pits at Grand Bend Speedway, and we are here. The Can-Ams are in tonight, and this is an awesome, awesome series. And I'm here with none other than the points leader, Daniel Hahn, in the 42 car. Daniel, welcome to Grand Bend Speedway.
Yes, thank you. This is always one circled on the track. This is a really fast technical track, and it really shows the speed that these cars have and the technical ability that it does to take to win here in one of these cars.
The Can-Ams were supposed to have 2 stops here this year. This will be the one and only after the previous rainout. So lots to get done in a very short amount of time. How'd practice go for you?
Yes, of course. Practice went really good. I think we were top on the charts. This is about 4 hours away from me, so we don't get to travel here much. But I've had pretty good success in the midgets. We've ran here 3 times, won one of them and second in the other 2. So we have a really a really good handicap for this series. So when you're constantly up front and you're constantly winning, you got to start deep in the field. And with the talent that we have, it's hard to come up through there each week.
So you'll certainly be having to work hard for those results tonight. Tell me about the competition in this series. If you had to pick 2 or 3 drivers who you're on the lookout for tonight, who would you choose?
I got the 78 Darren McClellan. I got the 57 of James Stanley, and you always got to take the hometown boy there of Jaden Riddell. He grew up not too far from here, and Paul prepares an extremely nice car, and we're kind of excited to try and hopefully beat him in his backyard.
Daniel Hahn in the 42. Watch out for him tonight in the Can-Ams. From Shelburne, Ontario, in the number 75, Larry Lawson. In the number 13, Woodstock, Ontario, this is Jay Dow. Number 42 from Hillsdale, Ontario, he is your current points leader in the Can-Ams. This is Daniel Hahn. And in the number 49 from Brantford, Ontario, Dominique Smith. Race fans, put your hands together, line up for the Can-Ams here. Oh, we got one more. One stuck past me. I'm so sorry. From Atwood, Ontario, the 43. He's totally here. It's Tyler Cullen. Race fans, put your hands together for the Can-Ams here for their one and only stop at Grand Bend Speedway in 2025. Back up to you in the tower, Chris.
Thank you, John. Getting set for 25 laps for the Can-Am Midget feature. Main event underway. 4 features on tap for you. We'll kick it off with the Can-Am Midgets in the late models, 9 horsepower sprint, and the bone stocks. Let's head it down trackside to John again.
Drivers are just getting themselves ready. JP, go to camera 4 if you can, if you're not there already, because we are looking here. And you can see we're just going to come in here as these drivers are getting ready. They have a lot of safety equipment that they put on. Certainly the helmet is the most obvious piece. The other piece that you're going to see for the driver here in the 49, we've got the Hans device. It's this white piece that sort of fits around the neck. The idea there is that the driver was in a head-on impact, that the Hans device is going to prevent that helmet weight from transferring forward. It's a real neat device, an awesome safety innovation. It's really changed the face of motorsports in terms of the safety of the drivers. You're also going to see a lot of the drivers, of course, are putting on gloves, and those suits that they're wearing are certainly not just for show. They're actually wearing retardant suits so that there was to be some type of a really serious situation out there on the racetrack, that the driver has some fire protection as well. Philip's going to get a good shot here on the right rear on this Can-Am. They've got these huge tires on the Can-Ams. Now, you might say, well, there's bigger tires, say, on a Super Modified. But one thing you're going to notice if you're not familiar with racing is that these tires, they don't have treads in them. They're completely smooth. And the idea here is the drivers are trying to keep maximum tire contact with the surface at all times, because that's certainly how you get that grip as you go through the corners. I'll just point out here on the right front, you see these little rocks and things that are in here. You see these little rocks that are on these tires. Sometimes what you'll see is drivers are going to weave back and forth on the racetrack, left and right. What they're trying to do is scrape off those little rocks that they might have picked up when they're going through the pits. And certainly after a caution, if they were to, say, go through the infield or something like that, they'll weave back and forth to certainly put some heat in those tires, but also to scrape off some of those stones. Philip, if you can follow me this way, I'm looking for about 5 or 6 really energized kids, maybe more. If you're under the age of 12, let's say, come and meet me at the base of the flag stand, because we got to get a command to get these drivers started.
Looking for some young kids at the flag stand to go see John. Speaking of that, happy 9th birthday this evening to Cohen Jones. Cohen, you should go up there since you're 9 years old today. Anybody else? Come on down to the flag stand, right behind the flag stand.
There they go. I only really need one, but I'd love to get even more. Where are you going? We're over here. The kids, where are the rest of the kids at? You coming? Bring the pizza. You coming? Bring the water bottle. 3's good. You coming? You coming for this? Okay, she's coming. Okay, kids, you can come on right over here. We're going to let you come down here this time, because we have stairs now. This is great. So you can come right this way. Careful. Careful. Okay, we got our Start Your Engines crew. Philip, where'd you go? There you are. And I'll wait for the thumbs up from the Can-Am official. Although, which one should I look for? Are we good? Who do I look at? Are we good? Are we good? It got real quiet. That's real exciting, because I think it's our moment. All right, it looks like we are indeed ready to rock and roll. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Rhea, and I am from London.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Gabby.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Peyton from Sonia.
And what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm from Walford.
A round of applause for our Start Your Engines crew. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good job,
Give them a hand,
kids.
race fans. The Can-Am midgets come to life at Grand Bend Speedway.
JP, stay on 3.
They're going to roll out green flag just a brief minute away. "25 laps of scheduled distance." Welcome to our main event of the evening. And we'll lead it off with the Can-Am midgets visiting Grand Bend Speedway.
So we are a few moments away from getting underway with the Can-Ams. But before that happens, the drivers in the Can-Ams have a tradition. They call it the four-wide fan salute. And what they're hoping you'll do, race fans, is when they get into their four-wide formation, three-wide formation, that you'll take off your racing caps.
Yeah, we're used to this, John, as every time the Can-Am midgets come to visit us, they coming around this time, fans from our good friend, the late, great Jared Dockstader, wave something white, wave something bright. Here they come around to salute you. Let's salute them. The Can-Am midgets coming around for the three-wide salute. Thank you so much, race fans. We're set for 25 laps to get back into formation. And we'll be good to go.
And so the drivers just building up a little bit of heat in their tires. The race has not yet begun. But for these open wheel drivers, again, we were showing those slick tires that these drivers use. It's good to build up a little bit of heat in those tires before you get underway. Make sure things are good and sticky. Get all those little rocks from the outfield off.
And that right there, race fans, is how you warm up tires. If you're a Can-Am midget, tires are good to go. We'll get them formed up and we'll turn them loose.
So anticipation has been high here heading towards the main event tonight. We started at 8 o'clock p.m. with those driver introductions, and now the time has finally come to set these drivers loose for their 25-lap feature race. I'm up here in timing and scoring with the crack scoring team, who'll be feeding me some information throughout this event here. But it is the 43 of Tyler Cullen. He's the driver who's going to be leading us to that green flag. Just behind him, the 57, James Stanley. Stanley out of Orangeville. The 13 is Jaden Riddell. That 42 is going to be a driver to keep an eye on. The black 42 looks to be starting in 5th place. That is your points leader in the Can-Ams. And definitely a driver to watch, but don't count out the driver just behind him. During pre-race interviews, the 42 said the 78 of Darren McLennan was probably one of the #1 threats out here in terms of him getting a checkered flag tonight. So definitely keep an eye on those two drivers, the 42 and the 78. If you haven't picked a favorite yet, you couldn't go wrong picking one of those two. Announcers can't pick favorites, but fans can. And just with a little bit of information there, you know a couple of top drivers there if you're not used to following this series around the province. But an awesome touring division. So pleased to have them out here at the track tonight. We're pleased to have you folks in the grandstands enjoying it. Don't forget the Outside Groove Diner is open behind turn 2. They've got pizza, they've got ice cream, they've got all kinds of good stuff back there in turn 2. Again, that's not a garage, that is our concession stand, and it is a good one back there. So also a great view of the pits from that Outside Groove Diner. The Can-Ams are surprised to hear that we sell pizza here. Indeed, we do.
White flag on the Speedway, getting set here. Everybody ready to go. Race control ready to go. Drivers ready to go. Race fans, I hope you're ready to go. Can-Am midgets half a lap away from turn them loose here at the quarter-mile trioval. Here they come. Green flag. We're racing with the Can-Am midgets.
Tyler Cullen in the 43 takes us there off the initial start. Everybody funneling into turn 3 and 4 at quick speed here as the drivers get themselves wound up here at the quarter mile. New leader out front, the 57 of James Stanley is on the march. He marches his way out front. The 43 of Tyler Cullen falls to second. From there on back, it's a little bit of a logjam as drivers jockeying for position. Up to third place right now. Don't look now. It's the 42. It's the points leader, Daniel Hahn, already up to second place, leaving his competition in the dust here. But it is the 57, James Stanley, your leader. The mid-pack is where the action is, though, just going into turn 3 and 4 right now, the left-hand side of the raceway. The 24 of Larry Wilson running in 4th place is the leader of that second pack. He's being chased down by the 78 of Darren McLennan, who was listed as, again, one of the top threats in this race to the 42 of Daniel Hahn. Watch and see if this 78 of Daniel McLennan tries. Oh, he gets to the inside. That was for 4th place. There, he's on the move. The 78, Darren McLennan, up to 4th place. Let's check in with our leader. He's over in turn 3. The 57 is James Stanley. Daniel Hahn, the points leader, up to second. The 43, Tyler Cullen, currently running in 3rd place. The 78 is Darren McLennan, running in 4th.
James Stanley's out front in that 57 out of Orangeville, Ontario. The 42 is Daniel Hahn, currently running in 2nd spot and almost tracking him down. The 43, Tyler Cullen, right now rounding out the podium.
You know, the 57 of James Stanley was able to pull out to that early lead, which is so important in a race like this. If the 42 of Daniel Hahn is as strong as he looks, the 57 is going to need every single inch he was able to gain while the 42 was caught in traffic. Your 3rd place runners are on the backstretch right now. They're navigating traffic. It's the 43 of Tyler Cullen and the 78 of Darren McLennan just crossing the stripe into turn 1 right now. They've got themselves clear of lap traffic. They got some open racetrack ahead of them, but the leaders are over here at the start-finish line, knocking off lapped cars one at a time. Goes the 57 of Stanley over in turn 3 with the neon yellow roof coming to the start-finish line now. He's got the 75 in front of him going a lap down. That's Larry Lawson.
The 78, Darren McClellan, up to the 3rd spot now. Got past Cullen in the 43. And the leader's starting to get tracked down a little bit, John. The 42 of Daniel Hahn trimming into the lead a little bit.
Yeah, the 57 of Stanley's definitely holding his own here, but the 42 of Daniel Hahn, he's very methodical here, step by step, inch by inch. He is tracking down that leader, but this race is going by in a hurry, Chris. We already are seeing 8 laps left in this one. You know, we weren't kidding earlier tonight. We said blink and you'll miss them because they are moving, they're grooving out there. The 57 of Stanley, left-hand side of the racetrack, still navigating lap traffic, and now Hahn right up on the back of him. Traffic was not his friend. Hahn hit the traffic perfectly. The 57 of Stanley did not. And now the 42 of Daniel Hahn is circling like a great white shark, closing in on the 57 of Stanley with only 6 laps remaining.
Yeah, they were having problems with that 74 X machine of Sherry Hogan, but the leader is now into some traffic, and now they're nose to tail down the back. It's the 57 of Stanley out front and the 42 right there of Daniel Hahn, and more traffic to come.
Now these drivers, they do not run mirrors, so the 57 Stanley definitely knows he's gotten tracked down. Now, the extent of that, he doesn't know, but he's definitely being hunted down the front straightaway. There's only 3 laps to go in this thing. The 57 of Stanley trying to hold off the points leader. The 42 of Daniel Hahn. 2 laps to go from the flag stand. This thing is wrapping up in a hurry. They've been clean and green all night here in the Can-Ams. It's the 57 of Stanley trying to hold off the points leader. There's the white flag. It's the last chance to make a run at it. All eyes are on the back straightaway with the 57 of James Stanley. The 42 of Daniel Hahn tries to hunt him down, but he can't do it. The 57 of James Stanley takes the checkered flag. Your winner in the Can-Ams tonight.
Oh, they're still racing in turn 3, but the race is over. He just want to say congratulations. The 57 of Stanley is going to take it. 42 of Hahn and the 78 Darren McLennan right there to grab third, who came from middle of the field to finish on the podium, the 78. That's a quick 25 laps race, fans. How about that? And we're going to talk to the podium finishers coming up momentarily here with John on trackside with the 57 to 42 and the 78.
So here come our top 3. Just watch out, because one more is just coming through here.
I mean, it's my best friend, but to see these 3 cars in victory lane 2 weeks in a row or however many weeks, it's that's a win alone.